Hello everyone and welcome to a wonderful evening for Good Game today. Today I'm going to be joined by Louis. Say hello again. Sorry, I'm kind of
Hello,
misclicked. Yeah, that's my bad. How are you doing, Louis?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. It's going to be very fun. Going to be great. This only game today will be e-LEMON-ators versus X2 Romania. Elementor is going to be the home team, X2 Romania going to be away. I'm not entirely sure of the rosters, seeing as both of these teams are quite new. I'm sure you're unfamiliar with them also. Louis?
Yes. Sorry, I'm I'm completely out of it. I've got people distracting me. Let's just turn off Steam.
Hey, no worries, no worries. But shall we get into our predictions? Do you want to start first?
I found it hard to really have to predict this game. It's the first game which we see these two teams actually taking part. The debut game for the two sides. X2 Romania, Eliminators. I've gone with Eliminators.
Oh yeah, that's understandable.
I just like the name.
Yeah,
I
it's a
mean, I
good
mean,
pun.
it's difficult to really have to give predictions. I've not seen either of these two sides. I'm not sure if you have, but
I
as we
haven't
said, it's
either.
their first game, so anything could happen, really.
Yes, indeed, and I'm going to agree with you on that one. I'm gonna stick by Eliminators. I'm not sure entirely of either team, and I don't think I can make a solid prediction that will actually prove correct or even close to how the game may turn out. But no one's here. Should we just have a bit of talk? My, this is gonna be a close game in my opinion. To say that I have nothing, that I know nothing about it. I'm to say I do know nothing about this game. I wanna believe it's gonna be close. I wanna say it's gonna go to a best of fifth game, not a best of five. That's how these games go. But other than that, a fifth game and Eliminators take it on that fifth game.
You cut out for me at the end there.
Did I? I said the Eliminators are gonna take it on the fifth game. Not sure the score though.
Let's say 3-2. There'll be like a reverse sweep in there. Surely there's got to be.
Ooh, predicting the reverse sweep as well.
Yeah.
Ooh, should
We've got to spice up the stream somehow.
yes indeed. I'm just trying to hopefully get these players in now. Shouldn't be too long now. It's nice and quiet. Ooh, what else can we talk about?
Um, you play Rocket League, don't you?
Yeah, as do
How
most
do I
people watching.
how do I get good at the game?
Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna answer that one. I'm gonna leave it to everyone watching. How does one get good at Rocket League? That's the true question. That is the big question.
Come on, chat. You've got to tell me how to get good at this game.
I kind of need to know myself, so it would be much appreciated.
I'm trying to just work out if I actually seen any of these players before.
I know of the Eliminators startup. I've just had a quick sneak peek. It will be Druben. Not sure where he's from. Rud used to play last season, if I'm not mistaken, or the season before, and Uriv, someone who
Oh yeah,
helps
I
out,
recognise you, Riv.
someone who helps out around in the ECC. Um, if you're not aware of the ECC, which may be a surprise, I'm not entirely sure. I don't know where our viewers come from, but if you scroll down, you'll see a bunch of links. One will take you to our YouTube, one to the Twitter, one to the Discord. And if you go into the Discord, there'll be loads of tabs, loads of people you can talk to, very friendly. And seeing as this is the start of the season, there may be some teams that you can try and nab your way into. Maybe get streamed and perform outstandingly well, unsurprisingly well as well. I said well a lot. Well, well, well.
Well, you can follow, just get involved in the community. We've got the Twitter account below, twitter.com/EUCCGG. Discord's down there as well, so you can come talk to the players, get in the teams. As we were saying, YouTube, we've got all the past VODs on our tournament. Well, just see all the stats on there, see who's been playing, see when the games are. And if you want to donate to us, if you want to help improve our content, help improve the community, help essentially make this a better place. It's a good place already, but any donations are much appreciated.
Indeed, they are. Hopefully the X2 team will be joining now. As will both teams.
Was it sort of like am I correct in saying like the players like had to reschedule this for this time or something?
Yes, this was a rescheduled game. It was meant to be week 1, it's just been moved back a day. But so it is still convenient for everyone. Still streamed, still gonna have some good gameplay. Both teams are here now. Hang on.
We got the 6 players.
Yeah, everyone's here. Quick recap of who's going to be playing for Eliminators. It will be Druben, Yuriv, and Rudrud. And X2 Romania will be Laser, Mario, and do you want to have a go pronouncing that guy's name?
Gabliglin? Gabig.
Gab, we'll call him Gab.
Gab.
Gabby. But we'll be back with you fairly soon, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Oh, we're on the way then. I didn't really realise what on earth happened now. I was super watching the intro. X2 starting on the blue team. Okay. Gab's going to score while we're really unprepared. And just like that, X2 get a 1-0 lead.
Indeed. Good start. The ball just bouncing over Druben. And he couldn't quite reach that, resulting in the... Oh, they've switched team. Hang on then. I'm going to have to quickly reset the overlay because they're not the right colours. I apologise.
It is X2 starting blue side. Their opponents, E-LEMON-ators on the orange team. And it's actually E-LEMON-ators trying to push forward here to try and get a response goal. But you know what? They've now got another chance to go forward here. A goal kick was about to be centred there. That's going to be Gab. Going to be knocking it away. And off of that, Roddy can send the ball forward. Trying to get a goal in favour. Back for the E-LEMON-ators. I feel so slow. Druben will be getting a ball forward at that, and at this stage it's going to be E-LEMON-ators really trying to get something in play here, trying to get the equaliser, but so far they can't. Down the other end, it's a shot on target, not quite there, but almost something for X2. They are trying to respond after a minute pretty much gone. Still X2 of this lead.
Indeed. Rodva now just trying to take his time, misses the ball unfortunately. Thankfully Yuriv is there and all 3 players back in defence. X2 look like they're pressing high. Could potentially benefit them. Good defense as well. Also, this could be proven to be a tough game.
Gab shot, well saved by Irvin. A great little save coming out there, and that's just what E-LEMON-ators really need to try and push forward at this stage to try and get an equaliser goal. Druben will get a nice centre ball forward, and a couple of misses there by X2 means this is a shot for Eliminators to go forward here, but somehow blue side will scatter away the defense, just what they needed. But the pressure still being kept alive here. Roddy's shot will be knocked down. The second shot saved by Mario. A third shot by Druben isn't quite on target. Some great saves coming out by X2, and the X2 Romania side still trying to clear the ball, but that was a defensive error. That almost went on target. Somehow X2 will clear that ground. Not even able to pull the ball away. The pressure being kept alive here by Eliminators is looking really good, but off of this, it's X2 now going for a shot of their own, trying to go forward, trying to get a 2-0 lead. Laser century. It's a great finish, and that was just really unlucky from Eliminators in defense.
Indeed, Laser playing that high. Rud couldn't quite pinch it out. And he takes the shot using his flip. Yuriv doesn't expect it, or expects Druben to save that, sorry. But can't quite reach it afterwards, resulting in a second goal.
Roddy looking to get the kickoff and not going to be fully getting it in his side's favour for now. Great shot forward and a great shot by Yuriv coming off that. Mario making the save and down the other end. It's a shot on target down the other end, and that was looking a little bit nervy from Eliminators. Didn't seem to be wanting to go for that shot. They had the confidence that that was at least being cleared. Now comes forward the push. Laser trying to deny it, but the shot is still alive and the ball's still dangerous here for X2. They will somehow gobble it away. That's Gab knocking the ball away. If anything, it was just a centre coming down the other end for Druben. Now Mario on the ball, looking to clear it away. Not going to be fully cleared, but he will get the second ball in his favour. Now going to try and push forward. Laser's there to try and get a shot on target. Not quite going to be anything coming off of this just yet. Laser will get another ball forward, but off of this, X2 have to just fall away. The pressure is being kept alive here quite even. 2 minutes, and Arain, it's quite a close game.
Yeah, indeed it is. Despite the 2 goals, it is quite back and forth. Very tenuous and very intense. Any team could take this first game in my opinion, but we'll just have to see with these last 2 minutes remaining.
Right, they trying to regain control, possession and the ball, but if anything that sets up his opponent. Gab was there, the shot isn't quite on target. Laser hoping to find a response shot as well. Not quite going to find anything after being demoed by Ruddy. Owen will be centering the ball, and this is a great promising effort for Eliminators to get something. Ruddy a little bit too far away to do anything with that. The defensive plays were there, and 90 seconds to go here for really Eliminators try and get a quick goal back. It's Laser keeping this pressure alive. His shot going to be knocked away, but Laser's still there to try and... He wants to knock in Gab's shot realistically, and the defense will be able to clear the ball away. Gab down the other end, just going to fall away, keep the possession going resetting for the shot. For now, Druben will just get that little ball in the air. However, won't be finding anything just yet, but now Eliminators will be pushing forward. A minute to go, and still with the 2-0 lead are X2.
Indeed, all 3 players of X2 look to be holding a high pressure strategy. I mean, Laser, although he's back, he sits himself on the midfield line whenever they're pushing up very comfortably. It seems for the Eliminators they'll have a bit too many back. Or they had 2 back there. One good challenge decision they made, however. But maybe just more offensive pressure is needed for Eliminators. Gab taking this 3rd goal. 30 seconds roughly remaining. I mean, just goes around Druben, it seems. Nice little flip. Put a lot of power. Placed it into the bottom corner. And he secured the 3rd goal.
2 goals for him, the other goal coming from Laser early on, and that's pretty much secured X2's status in this opening game. Looking to get the lead here, Druben. And just Eliminators feeling a little bit of pressure at this stage. There might even be a 4th goal here. Irviv will be able to knock the ball away, trying to go for the counter-attack, which they can't really do just yet. Druben will be back on the ball, but after a nice little challenge by Mario, it's going to essentially set up X2. Gab is there, looking for the hat-trick, which he can't quite get for now. He will fall away, and Ruddy might have an open shot at goal here. Any goal would be a consolation for the Eliminators side, and they're just trying to keep the pressure alive, but it's going to be at least a clean sheet from the X2 side.
Indeed, Marriage taking one last shot. Looks like it's going to go in, and it does. Let's have a quick look at this again. The ball rolls up and out. Mario takes his time, goes underneath the ball, pops it just into the bottom corner without it bouncing as well. Very impressive. Needless to say, the win goes to X2 Romania. Second game about to get underway here. Hopefully the teams join. I'm not entirely sure. Let's try and get this going.
Come on, guys, join the teams.
Yeah, there we go. I think they just were a bit unsure as to whether to go or not. But, needless to say, second game goes underway.
X2, of course, have the lead in the series 1-0. They won 3-0 in the first game. It's the first game for the two sides in this season, and they'll be looking to get a nice starting impression on the way, getting their first wins on the board. Mario is going to be trying to push forward here, and X2 really trying to start off as they left off the first with some good, real pressure, some offensive pressure. Sorry, I said it was 3-0. It was actually 4-0 that first game, wasn't it?
Yeah, indeed,
the
with that
goal at the end
last second goal.
X2 still want to get something early on here, but instead it's going to be Druben, a nice empty shot towards the empty net. It's going to give E-LEMON-ators the lead all of a sudden.
Indeed it does. Nice power from Druben. Neither player either side of the goal expected that shot. You're of a little car change I noticed. Maybe that's just given them a bit of an edge for this game.
Kickoff's going to eventually favour X2 with the shot off of that, but E-LEMON-ators will control the ball just for now. Mario down the other end trying to get a shot forward. The centre isn't playing. There was a chance really for the blue side to find something early on here. Still, Gab's going to try and re-centre it, and the centre is actually going to be really dangerous. E-LEMON-ators will be able to clear the ground for now, and Gab down the back of the field will have to reset and try and get some possession and a bit of an attack going forward here. The pass is not quite going to be clean for either side as of yet, and both sides really challenging and just trying to control the ball at this stage. OF needed his teammate to help him out there, but they're not even going to go forward. It's going to be X2 with a chance to go forward. The shot just going to go so wide. Ruddy might find something with the response shot, but just too weak. 1:15 gone, and so far it's quite an even affair despite...
Oh my god! Mario got the flip reset. Let's have a look at this again. He just catches the ball and pushes it forwards, placing it top corner. This is Division 3, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you sure?
Believe it or not. Believe it or not.
What a way to get a responsible goal for X2. They equalise the series, and Irvin's trying to find something here. There was some good pressure coming out there from E-LEMON-ators, and a second shot will come out from long range from Druben, but not quite going to be finding anything. Laser in support of clearing it away, and Mario will find and clear away that one. Gaben's trying to centre the ball, and Ruddy will be demoing Mario to just deny that little chance. Laser trying to get something here, and Gaben Laser still trying to keep this pressure alive here. It's X2 trying to push forward to try and get a goal back in their favour, but for now, E-LEMON-ators, they're holding on well. They're clearing the balls away. Ruddy not able to knock that away, but that should be Druben to clear it away. And quite a bit of pressure from Laser. We do knock it forward, and a bit of a slow-paced piece of play. The ball just slowing down at this stage.
I think they're just trying to take their time here. I mean, the ball's just gone onto the backboard. An opportunity for Druben as he places it back onto the backboard a second time. Unfortunately, no one is there to reach it in time. Mario playing it wide, and it looks like he's going to try and potentially play across all the way around.
Good ball actually for there. Two players at the back for E-LEMON-ators will be able to clear the danger away. Mario trying to just keep the pressure alive, and it's X2 trying to regain possession, and they will do. Gaben, great little control, trying to dribble forward here, and that's a great centre. Mario is there. Great save by Ruddy in response actually. The pressure is still not cleared yet, and E-LEMON-ators have to knock the ball away. Ruddy will do so, coming from Laser's shot, but the shot's still coming in from X2. Gab looking to re-centre the ball here. The great pressure and the great control being kept alive here. Mario not giving up just yet. A player eventually goes there, and that's Laser, and that's X2 back in the lead.
Indeed, Gab with a potential ceiling shot opportunity there. He plays it just wide. Mario centering that perfectly for Laser, and he powers that just above Ruddy, and he's unable to react in time, and I believe my game's just frozen. Oh no, just high latency. Thank God. I apologise for that little freeze there.
Don't worry, the servers are bad on my end as well, so Rocket League top 2 servers.
Just have a, yeah, it's just the servers at this point.
Oh!
Hang on a second. We just are completely oblivious to the play. Let's have a look at this again. Ruddy playing that off the ceiling, and Druben with a nice angle, placing it just in front of Mario with a lot of power again, and it's 2-2 with 2 minutes remaining.
A much more exciting and high-paced game between these two sides, and it's a fresh look at these two teams after what we saw in the first little game. A missed shot, but for X2, they can at least somehow clear the pressure. Druben's trying to keep that alive. There won't quite be anything going out there, and Eliminators will be able to push forward here, going for an attack, which will be cut short by Gab. Trying to find a shot on target, but just the pressure being kept on there by the Eliminators side. Now Eliminators going to be able to push forward to get an attack of their own here. Players are back, and X2 will clear their ground only temporarily. Gayup missing the shot with support from Laser, and a great little passing play coming out. Druben might have just almost gifted them a better chance there, but it will be knocked away, and if anything, it's a much more enjoyable affair. 1 minute to go to try and split up these two sides. Neither of these two teams looking likely to give up yet.
Indeed. Now Rudward playing the ball high. Laser trying to touch it down, but Druben's there. Just saved from Mario. He's placed it back into the center, however. You're over the shot, puts it under Mario. Let's have a look at that again. I'm going to quickly turn off chat as soon as this play. I mean, the pass was amazing. You're putting that under Mario, who misses his flip, to be fair to the kid. But he couldn't quite get there done.
Well, game 2, and Eliminators looking to try and tie up the series here, but keep watching this. X2 almost had a shot there from kickoff, and this shot is still alive. Gab's trying to center it, and the pressure is still alive here. Mario's shot hitting the crossbar, and they can't find anything else with a response shot. Now X2 fall back, but the pressure is here from the Eliminators side, and they wanted a shot of their own. A counter-attack in play was alive. Gab finding the aerial shot. It's on target. It's great. And just like that, it's 3 apiece.
Let's have a look at this again. Mario playing that high. Gab taking his time and gets the nice angle. Puts it just in the center of the goal. Quite high as well, to be fair. And no one from Eliminators could get there in time. This game looks like a much closer outcome than from what we saw in the first one.
And just when you thought Eliminators had a chance to win this, we've got the potential for overtime at this stage here. Gab going to win that little aerial challenge, although is going to try and keep the pressure alive, but both sides can't. It just feels like both sides are passing to each other. Gab and Laser had to be careful of knocking that away there. He saw his teammate behind him as well, and they will be able to knock it away. But Druben's trying to center it, and off of that, it's a shot towards the other side. X2 wanted the last stitch goal, and Laser might even have this last chance. The aerial ball's going to hit the back wall, and Druben will at least knock it down, and we're going to head into overtime. 3-all.
Indeed, a very close second game. I think the first one was more of just a warm-up for Eliminators so they can work out who their opponents are. The ball now looks like it's going to go in favour for X2.
Oh, there's a shot there. Not quite going to be finding anything. It's going to be X2 and Mario going to be trying to set the ball forward here. And we've seen some good passing plays coming out at times from the two sides, but just some of the individual skill coming out in terms of like their passing, just being able to beat their opponents with the ball, like dribbling it past them. That's always a good little feat to have, especially starting Div 3. And the chance is alive here by X2. Somehow Eliminators were keeping it out, but they weren't going to keep out that. Laser wins it.
I think Laser did a bit of a freestyle there. Druben did well to place that onto his backboard. Unfortunately, no one was in net in time, and Laser placing that far bottom right, and no one from Eliminators could take it. Game 2, therefore, goes to X2 Romania. Game 3 about to get underway. That's potentially the last game as well, bear in mind. X2 with 2 games to Eliminators 0.
So that does mean we've got a chance for the reverse sweep for Eliminators. Me and you both predicted that Eliminators might win this, but it's actually X2 going forward here in the early attack. The good passing plays coming out, but now they've got a full back. It's Druben with an empty nut to work with. He's got a shot, and Eliminators take a shock lead in game number 3.
Indeed. Druben just with an open net. No one in X2 rotating back in time. I think they just tried to get an early goal to start with. Turns out it was the opposite way around.
And it's just what Eliminators need if they want to try and respond and get back into this best-of-5 series. The ball going forward towards the Eliminators goal. X2, what is the chance of being kept alive? Laser will be centering it. There was a player there, and Gab is somehow going to find the net.
Indeed, he does. Yuriv couldn't quite clear that. Laser dropping it down into the centre. Gab taking his time, takes the shot, and it goes in, making it 1-1 in just under 30 seconds.
The control of his car was really nice. It was so insane, and it's a brilliant finish coming out. And X2 won this second goal. Gab finding a shot. Druben had to make such a good save, and it was a good save to deny the shot in the corner. And then Druben can't do anything else to keep this attack alive. Instead, Laser has to fall towards the net, and Mario, he'll find the net.
Indeed he does. Let's have a look at this again. Mario to Laser. Laser just popping that back into the centre. Mario jumping over him and placing it into the centre of the net. Unfortunately, again, Eliminators didn't have anyone back in net. I believe there's a bit of a sound bug still in the Rocket League. So, if anyone's ears if anyone pays attention to that, which they may, I apologise. There's nothing, unfortunately, we can do about that. But an opportunity there for Eliminators. Gab playing it across to Mario, trying to play it back into the centre. He doesn't. It's an own goal. That was a very well passing play. Sorry, continue.
I was going to say, if you want to put it in another way, that's going to be 2 goals for Gab at that stage. And yeah, you can't really say that wasn't an own goal, can you? That's just really unlucky from Eliminators. And despite taking the lead, it's X2 who have completed the reverse sweep in this match so far. See, I said there was going to be a reverse sweep at some point.
Goal
and what
almost.
That almost went in the X2 net. I don't know what on earth happened there, but Laser will be able to knock it away, and Eliminators now trying to control possession in their side of a half. It's Ruddy just going to regain control of the ball, trying to go for the aerial effort with some added pressure from X2, and X2 really don't want to give up yet.
No, they don't, and it doesn't seem like any team's willing to give up. Definitely an opportunity for any team to win. Mario trying to play that as a pass, but Yuriv's there to block it. Gets bumped, however. Gab with one fake, tries to get around the other, almost does. Druben reading his play well, and Rud getting rid of Laser.
Mario and Gab just trying to exchange some passes there. Oriv is going to have a shot. It's not quite going to really be any danger to the X2 side, and Gab's going to find a fourth just like that. I'm getting lots of words.
I mean, there's a lot of there. Same here. I was going to say there's a lot going on in this game. It seemed like it could have gone towards the Eliminators to begin with, but very unfortunately for the Eliminators, not so much X2 Romania. They've got their 4 goals even still with 3 minutes remaining.
Well, Gab's just been handed a nice little pass by one of his opponents and going for the aerial shot. Not quite going to find anything. Eliminators have 3 players back, and they will temporarily knock it away with some more pressure from the X2 side. They really don't want to give up on finding a 5th goal, and Laser was just adding to that pressure as well. Gab will be knocking it back to his teammate Mario, who will get a go to stab the ball forward, and somehow Mario almost had a shot on target. The pressure being kept alive, and the defense is still alive here from the Eliminators side, but Gab's just been gifted an easy opportunity of making a good save there. Just over halfway gone, and it's X2 in fine control of this. Eliminators have to respond soon, or else it is game over.
Indeed, Rudwood now getting it with a nice catch around Mario, almost around Laser as well. Druben trying to clear it. Laser is there to take the shot. Unfortunately, it's into an open net, and it's 5-1. And
now if you're Eliminators, you just kind of wonder how many goals can we not concede at this point. It's sad, but the state of affairs is X2 have definitely won this game. Eliminators they've got 2 minutes to try and respond, or even just get some more goals back. It's a big ask to really get 4 goals in 2 minutes, but it's possible.
It is definitely possible. However, the goal line almost, well, the goal score could have had an even bigger deficit towards Eliminators. A good shot saved by Mario Laser, now trying to take it over. Rudrud takes it around him instead.
Mario on the ball. An aerial dribble and attempt was potentially wanted to be brought out from that. Laser just going to you can't even control the ball. I'm losing words and I'm losing track of English. Irith is trying to find something, but I'll let you take over.
Will do. Laser now taking the ball down the line. Looks like he's going to try and play high. No, he fakes that out. Tries to just leave it for a pass to, I believe that was Mario. Unfortunately, Uriv was there to save it. Uriv now playing just a straight shot. Laser reading that well and saving it. Rudrud trying to get a centre ball himself to Druben. Put it past him, unfortunately. Leaves it for Uriv, who's going to try and get a redirect or a double touch. Unfortunately, he couldn't reach. Druben gets it around one player. It's a nice little dribble. Tries to flick it over the next. Gets bumped, unfortunately. And Laser around Druben. Uriv was just too far forwards. So unfortunate there. Let's have a look at this. Laser playing it high with a second touch around Druben. Uriv was too far forwards out of net, very unfortunately. And it results in a conceding of another goal.
Not like this. Can you really say anything else? X2, they've looked quite convincing and quite dominant, especially in this last game. I don't know if it's the fact that Eliminators have just kind of lost it or not really been prepared for this, but Eliminators, they're going to have to fall back and restart and go back to where it all really went wrong and have to hope their strats can work again for their future games. It's not been the most convincing performance from the Eliminators side, even though we both predicted them. Gab, his latest shot, not quite going to find him on. 2 players there for the Eliminators side, and now it's just Laser trying to keep the pressure alive. X2 wanting a 7th goal, but there won't be any Brazil scoreline in this game. It's going to finish 6-1. It's going to end 3-0 in the series. X2, a brilliant first game for them, and that's them winning this opening series.
Indeed, they do. X2 Romania can just winning the games 3-0. Very unsuspected for us, anyway. And, yeah, I mean, Gab looked like he held very strong in those games. Eliminators, I mean, it may have just been their defensive rotation is what they lacked in. I can't say too much, or to be sure of too much. But needless to say, that's the 3 wins to X2.